Hey, I'm Trevor Jackson, and I'm honored to be speaking on behalf of RISE, a youth-led nonprofit fighting to make higher education accessible and affordable for all. For too many young adults, the pursuit of higher education is a journey marked by both opportunity and burdensome debt. Today, student loan debt exceeds a staggering $1.7 trillion. We recently spent some time with three people who shared with us their student debt challenges and its negative impact on their mental health. So let's meet them.
I'm Maya Chavis. I'm 21 years old and I graduated from North Carolina Central University with a bachelor's degree in political science. My next academic step is to pursue my Juris Doctorate at North Carolina Central University School of Law.
My name is Braxton Simpson. I'm 25 years old. I'm at North Carolina Central University studying my master's in business administration.
My name is Nastasia Watkins. I am a family law attorney in Durham, North Carolina. I studied political science and I graduated in 2008. I then moved on to North Carolina Central School of Law where I graduated in 2013.
So I owe about $40,000 in student loans. Upon coming to Tennessee State, I had no idea how much school was actually going to cost me. And so I started trying to figure out every way possible to fund my education.
I know that if I got my loan canceled, I at least would have under $120,000 for my loans and like graduate included.
I have two separate loans. So for undergrad, that is about $100,000. For law school, the debt is about the same. A lot of it has been deferred between COVID and me being in school and things like that. So the debt has not moved much at all.
So in our surveys, we've had two groups. In total, it's a little over 5,000 people when they were undergrads. We asked a lot of questions about their student loan payments. The national average of student debt, I think it was around $33,000 in December 2023. Another thing we found was people who have student loans are much more likely to say they've been putting off mental health care in the last year because they can't afford it.
After I graduate, soon after, I'll have to start returning to repayment. And so it does make some of my future plans seem a little less attainable at times.
I feel that I react the same way every time I get a student loan deal. I sit there and I be like, I'm just not even gonna open it. I'm not gonna open it. It's out of sight of mind. They don't even know I looked at it.
I don't think anything can really prepare you for graduating with a bachelor's degree and making about $30,000 and then being asked to pay $1,000 per month in student loans. The jobs that are offered are just not going to help you pay for that. It's almost impossible.
Some people are taking on second jobs. Some people are working longer hours at their jobs. We also had people taking out additional credit card debt and people borrowing money from their families. So people are going into debt in other ways in order to meet their student loan payments.
So I definitely was a person that sat down and was like, I need this amount of money every month and how am I gonna get it? And it added up when I took on 3 jobs. If I was just doing one, it wouldn't have made it.
I've been working, of course, as I've been doing my MBA because there's absolutely no way that I could fund my life without working right now.
When I was in college, it didn't seem real. It was this number, you knew you had to pay it off, but you just thought you were going to be so rich you'd be able to pay it. So that was my experience in undergrad.
We found in the most recent survey, which was 6.5 years after graduation, that almost half of people said they were using some sort of mental health medication. And the specific type we said was anxiety or depression. We know bad mental health could lead to worse physical health as well. So that may be part of the reason why people with student loan debt also have worse physical health.
It affected my mental health a whole lot. I feel that I definitely didn't get the biggest college experiences I feel like I could have because I was working so much. It definitely made me feel like, okay, am I pushing myself too hard? Am I growing up too fast? Am I outcast from my friends because everybody else is just having their good time and living and I'm like, oh, I gotta work.
I really went to school to be able to have some type of quality of life. And so to come out and realize that there's a big pressure on you to be able to fund your life. It does put a toll on you. It definitely kind of does affect your mental health and what you think that you are actually able to do. It's a big reality check, I would say.
So there was a study that found in the 1980s, families paid about 30% of the cost of public higher education. Now, by 2012, the last time they did this study, it was 50% of the cost of higher education. So more of that cost is falling on individuals and their families.
I'm still waiting on Biden to forgive my loans. But it's one of those things, I remember the day that we heard about it, like it was gonna be a thing and that we could apply for it. And I was like, yeah, let me get on there right now and be the first person in line to apply for my student loan cancellation.
I am a big proponent for free college affordability, student debt cancellation, because it truly is holding people back. It's taking over people's lives.
Student loan debt is the #1 issue when I am choosing who to vote for in the 2024 election. It's number one for me.
I think the state or federal government needs to kind of step up and fund higher education. It's such a big problem. I think it has to come from the government level, personally.